I got an email a few weeks ago asking if I wanted to check out a tool called TommySense, a way to turn ESP32s that you might already be using into motion and presence sensors. That's amazing! This is a tool that works flawlessly with Home Assistant, costs you next to nothing, and lets you use hardware that you might already own and use for a whole new purpose. No special sensors required. That sure sounds incredible, doesn't it? So let's take a look. First, it's worth knowing what presence detection actually is. Unlike typical motion sensors, often called PIRs, meaning passive infrared sensors, presence sensors use radio waves to detect if someone's there. There are a couple of types of radio waves that you can use, the 2.4 or 5 GHz frequencies, aka Wi-Fi, and around 60 to 64 GHz. The latter is expensive, but more feature-rich. The former is what we're using here. Some cheap presence sensors, like the Sonoff one that I tested a while ago, use 2.4 GHz, and importantly, the Connectivity Standards Alliance, who make Zigbee, introduced a feature they called ambient sensing, which does exactly what TommySense does, but with your existing Zigbee devices. It's a feature that the brand who makes your devices has to implement, and as far as I know, only Philips Hue, when using a Hue hub no less, has added that feature. But it basically uses the slight shifts in the 2.4 GHz radio signals to detect motion. Pretty cool, right? TommySense, though, takes this to another level, using tiny and cheap ESP32 boards to monitor the Wi-Fi strength and detect presence as a sort of mesh. The more boards you have in your sort of area, the better. These can be ESP32s that you're already using with ESP Home, although they do recommend you use the ESP32C5, as that can do both 2.4 and 5 GHz Wi-Fi, or at least this C6 if you still want the presence detection feature rather than the more basic motion sensing. Standard ESP32s will work, but only for motion. They recommend 4 boards per zone, although because Wi-Fi passes through walls, technically the one zone can just be your whole house, should you want that. The boards will need to be powered from the wall, via USB generally, as to do presence detection, the boards not only need to be awake 24/7, but actively scanning the Wi-Fi signal strength, and at least on these little C6 boards that I'm using, can take a little over half a watt of continuous power. For context, a fairly large 2000 mAh LiPo battery would be drained in a little under 15 hours with just this little thing. So yeah, these need wall power. It is also worth noting that TommySense is a paid and closed source tool, although it is incredibly well priced. If you want just one zone, it's just €9 lifetime, or if you want unlimited zones, it's just 29 European schmeckels. Technically, you can try it out, but it pauses detection for 1 minute every 2 minutes, so it's very much just a trial. You've got 2 options for installing Tommy to your ESP32 boards. You basically just add Tommy as an external component to your existing ESP Home YAML files, and away you go, or you can use Tommy's own installer. As mentioned, you do need at least 2 ESP32s per zone, although the more boards you can use, the better. I initially set it up with 2, which for a super small room actually worked pretty well. Although I ran into some specific issues with these specific Zhao C6 boards that I use a lot, which with the excellent help of Mike who wrote Tommy, he figured out that the issues I was having came down to the fact that these Zhao boards have 2 antenna options, the SMA connector and the built-in ceramic PCB antenna. You can select which one to use with a GPIO pin, and the Tommy firmware was using the external antenna, not the built-in one. Once Mike worked that one out, he wrote some updates to get that fixed. Once you do get the boards running, you have a collection of settings available to you. I mentioned that there's a distinction between motion and presence, where only the C5 and C6 boards can do presence, but there's also the performance mode, which is kind of the difference between the sensitivity and Wi-Fi traffic interference, and boundary mode, which controls how sensitive sort of around the edges it is. There are also some tuning settings, namely the threshold for activation and the hold time post-activation. All of that adds together to give you an incredibly sensitive motion and presence tracker. Even with just 3 of these tiny little boards in a triangle around me in my room, this can detect me breathing. And when you add in the hold time of at least 10 seconds, this absolutely can provide presence detection levels of accuracy. And as I said, that's only with 3 of these little boards. A 4th one, sort of 1 per corner, would give you even better results. The fact that this system uses existing boards with no extra sensors and can even be integrated into existing ESP home devices is phenomenal. The only catch for me is that you need wall power at every corner of your room, or a willingness to run USB cables everywhere, and less than ideal tiny little dev boards just hanging out in places. If you don't already have a surplus of, say, Xiao C6 boards like I do, buying 4 of them and some power supplies and the license for Tommy, you're into this setup for about the same as a Zigbee 2.4 GHz presence sensor, and not a million miles off a 60 GHz one either, so this does feel a little niche. It's really cool, and I love when smart people figure out a way to use existing hardware for new and interesting use cases, however niche those use cases might be. If you are interested in setting up Tommy for yourself, I'll leave a link to it in the description below, and of course I would love to hear what you think about it in the comments below. Are you interested in making your own DIY presence sensors, or are you going to stick to the more sort of off-the-shelf store-bought options instead? Let me know in the comments down below. I would add that the actual experience of using this, especially from a maintenance and management perspective, is great. Home Assistant handles the add-on updates, you can have the integration that acts as your Home Assistant entities, and it does over-the-air firmware updates automatically whenever you update the Tommy add-on. So yeah, this is pretty great. Like I said though, if you're interested in this, I'll leave a link to it in the description. If you want to see more videos like this one, you can check out the smart home playlist on the end cards, where I include stuff like that Zigbee presence sensor from Sonoff that I have downstairs. And you can also hit the subscribe button to see more videos like this one, because I will be covering more smart home stuff, including making some of my own smart home tech as well. Videos on that in the cards as well. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, like all that jazz, and we'll see you on the next video.